Hey, you are back. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Yeah, I went back to that live like y'all said it was frozen and I couldn't it wouldn't redo itself, so I turned the Wi-Fi off. So we're just gonna run Wi-Fi list right now. Awesome. Yeah, we're not gonna do any Wi-Fi. We're just gonna do it without Wi-Fi. Not even gonna mess with it. I don't know if it's gonna show this or not, and it did not. Fucking bastard. But anyway, this is the last that in this picture is the last fish that I caught at this place I'm going to tomorrow. Uh it was probably, I don't know, close to 4 pounds. Nothing crazy. The big one. But yeah, I'm telling you right now, I've went there plenty of times and not caught anything. So there's a good chance that that could happen tomorrow. I don't know, but we're gonna find out. I've never been out there in a kayak, so I can't, you know, can't say yay or nay. What I think is gonna end up happening is I'm gonna get out there, find some fish, and I may have to just sit there with a jig and minnow, not a real minnow. We don't do live bait on this show, and just bob it a minute or just sit there and jig it up and down, looking at fish that I've seen on my 2D sonar and just shaking that minnow like that. I think that's how I'm gonna end up catching them, but I can't say for sure because excuse me. I've never, like I said, I've never done this, so it's gonna be a new experience for me too. I really want to wear these glasses, but it's so fucking dark. I've got every light in this house on. How's it going, Chicken Stick Block? I'm assuming that's your name. I'm probably not going to run a leader on this because that water over there is so dark, and this line is like green. Happy with burgers? You're new at what, fishing? How's it going, y'all? I mean, everybody's new at fishing at one point. No, it's no big deal. So we're gonna put your boy on right here. I'm gonna show you the knot that I use. It's a Palomar, nothing crazy. Double your line. This is nothing stupid. And sometimes you have to thin out that thing to get it through because these eyes are kind of small, sort of. Go tie like you're tying a shoe, just like you're tying a shoe. That's a start. And you open this loop right here, and you run the bait back through that loop, just like that. And then you want to wet it, even though it's braid. What I do is I keep the knot in my mouth and wet it as I'm tightening it down. And I'm talking about fluorocarbon or mono or whatever, copolymer. Keep that knot in your mouth and tighten it down slowly. Don't just rip it down. And keep that knot wet as it's going down. Well, happy with burgers. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. We're having a subscriber giveaway actually, and it ends in October. So if you're still around, in October and you're subscribed to me and you comment on the channel on the video that I make on Halloween for the giveaway, like it'll be like I'll make a video and it'll say, no, if we don't get 300 subscribers or 3,000 subscribers, that giveaway, that's another giveaway. And every time I go fishing and I don't catch a bass, that's another giveaway. So we got two of them going on at the same time. They both end the same day. So the password for that both of them is No Bass 3000. So when I make that video on Halloween Day, you're going to comment on that video, No Bass 3000, and you'll be in both of them. So what I'm going to do is whoever comments that in that video, I'm going to use a random number generator, however many comments there are. Let's say there's 30 or whatever. I'm going to use the number generator. It's going to normally. Normally it's halfway decent. I haven't been running into any issues here until as of late, till yesterday actually. But yeah, that's pretty dope right there. I like that. I like that a lot. It's gonna be. That's not the only thing we're gonna be rolling with, but we're definitely gonna be prepared as we can for sure. You can't go wrong in cold water with jigs, so that's the other deal there that I don't think we can pass up. So how y'all doing today? Well, I turned the Wi-Fi back on, so hopefully that helps. Sometimes I have to go in and out of it. If it starts it up again, please let me know, and then I'll I'll take the Wi-Fi off, and then I'll put the Wi-Fi back on, and I'll just keep doing that until, I don't know. And it's already 11:18. You bought a lot of gear. Well, it's fun, man. That's part of the fun is like buying gear. I do it like a hell of a lot more than I should. I'll tell you that right now. Who's sending me a message? Awesome. From now on, I'm not going to answer any like comments on the stuff. That way, I don't have to worry about it like doing anything weird. But anyway. So what'd you buy, man? Said you bought a lot of gear. I remember you said you bought a Cast King spinning rod. Yeah, but what else did you buy besides that? You used to fish a long time ago. What happened? I remember when I like back in the day, like when I was like a teenager, I figured out what girls were, and then I didn't fish a whole lot then. Actually, I probably didn't. I bet you I didn't fish for fuck 3 or 4 years, probably. That is something like that. Spinners, okay. We talking about like inline spinners, like rooster tails? I think you said you bought a rooster tail. I think yesterday. Hey, you were fishing because you were bored. Welcome to COVID. Everybody did that during COVID. It was weird, man. Like you go out in the water during a week, and the damn parking lot be full. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Have I ever ice fished? No, I don't ice fish. I don't have any desire to ice fish. I don't know why. I just don't. I'm not the type of dude that can just sit still and wait for fish to come to me. I have to go find them. So yeah, I'm sure you're kidding, man. I was just being kind of a dickhead. Trying to think of what else we got. Something I didn't. Trying to think of something I didn't talk about yesterday. I did go into TikTok. Go to TikTok, by the way. If anybody was wondering. I found out. I found out that you can't drink whiskey on TikTok Live. Fisherman, I'm going to get back to your question just here in a second. I took a drink of whiskey on TikTok Live, and it said that I was violating their fucking policy. I was like, all right, which I didn't know about because I didn't read the agreement. So I guess I didn't know until I fucked around and found out. But anyway, Fisherman, what spillways are you talking about? There's a tailwater that is like right down the street from my house that I go to all the time. But yeah, I mean, I love spillways. You never know what the hell you're going to catch out of them things. Um, there's a video called Two Kayaks Tied Together. That's at the Tails of Lake Tailwater. I've got, when it was 8 degrees out here, 8 degrees, a month ago, I went fishing down to Tailwater. It was snowing. You couldn't drive down there. You had to park at the dam and walk down the dam. Probably 4 or 5, maybe 6, in that range, 4 to 6 years old. I'm 43 now, something like that. So I remember back in the day when, like, what I started with bait cast wise is like was a old ass Shimano Bantam. I know y'all don't know what that is, but it's a bait caster from Japan. I mean, they still make Bantams to this day, but it was a probably an early '90s model. No, it couldn't have been. It's probably middle '80s model, I think, something like that. But anyway, and a 6 foot ugly stick. So that's the bait caster I started with. I have a VR and a fishing EOD. I don't know what a VR is. I know what a fishing rod is. Some red. You had some. You had some red Bantams. Say, dude, the Bantam that I'm talking about, man. I wish I still had it, but I remember the gears were so. It was so geary. Like when you turn the handle, you could just feel them just hitting each other. Even though I oiled it, but, you know, I thought about. Well, Jason, you know this. I bought that Ugly Stick Elite one, and I'm gonna put a Daiwa, the Daiwa that I got from Japan on it. So it kind of reminds me of that old ass Ugly Stick and Bantam that I started with. I know it's not Shimano, but it's still I bought it from Japan, so it's kind of the same. Yes, I am going out tomorrow, and just to let you know, Mr. Fisherman XLT here talked me into going to Beckley. I was going to go to Beckley or to the Falls of Ohio, and I'm gonna go to Beckley because the wind is gonna be terrible. I don't even want to be on the lake. Fuck that lake. It's I've been caught after too many times with the wind like that, and it's just miserable. So I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna try to find. I'm gonna locate some fish on my 2D, and then I'm gonna try to figure out a way to catch them. Fishman, you have a Bantam, a Shimano Bantam. You said. They're like $350 reels. Now they are. They weren't then, but they are now. Oh, damn. Nice. Bought it at a garage sale. Well, the water is going to be. It may not be as cold as you think because we've had this whole week has been pretty warm. And the reason I want to go to Beckley is because they got that dam with all those rocks on it. I can just go up and down that dam and look for fish because that's probably where they're going to be. Those rocks have warmed up. Regardless if it's going to be 35 degrees tomorrow or not, doesn't matter, doesn't make a difference. Now, I know it's going to be windy and they're going to be deep and they're probably going to be over by those rocks because they're warmer than probably anything else on that whole lake. On top of that, I went there today to look at the water clarity and it's just a deep dark green color. It's not even there's probably maybe a foot and a half of visibility at the most. But it's not muddy. It's just this super dark green color. Like it's been, oh yeah, fuck that. Like if the wind wasn't blowing that bad tomorrow, I probably would. I would just go target steeper banks that don't have any wind blowing on them. That's probably what I'd do. But the wind's gonna be so bad, and I'm just not even. I'm not. I don't want to deal with that anymore. You get crabs and crab traps. All right. Yeah, after last week, man, I'm so done with the wind. Paddling into the wind to try to get to that hump because I thought that's where those fuckers would be, but they weren't, which I still find very puzzling. Because I mean, it's seriously got everything that a fish needs in the wintertime. It's got deep water, it's got shallow water, it's got this part on the back side of it where it goes almost straight up, like it's got a big cliff. It's almost like a drain, a ditch that runs alongside there, and then it just goes like almost straight up. So they got like vertical structure there. They got flat structure. There's a flat out there on the front of it. It's like 42 foot deep, and it goes for a good grip out there. So it's kind of I don't know. I would assume that it's a winter magnet for bass and crappie and whatever else. But for some reason they weren't there, and the wind's blowing right back into where the marina is. So yeah, that's gonna be a tough paddle out there. And I'm not doing it tomorrow. There is some steeper banks though over on the other side of the state park where the channel runs pretty close to the bank. And I thought about hitting those up, but I'm like, I'm still not getting out in that wind, dude. It's I know I keep saying that, but if you haven't experienced it, I'm not talking about you in general. I'm just talking about like just people in general. If you've never experienced trying to paddle a kayak in the wind with a wind blowing really hard, it's not fun. Oh yeah, what kind of fish was it? I've eaten cat before. It tastes a lot like pussy, actually. I've really never eaten cat before. I've heard it tastes like rabbit. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm gonna highlight that reel and put it on the shorts. I've eaten pussy before or rabbit. I heard or no, not rabbit. I've eaten cat and I heard it tastes like pussy. I don't know how old y'all are, but I hope you're like old enough. Dude, them sauger. I've been seeing pictures of sauger down there getting caught, like nice ones, like something you'd want to take home and eat. Like I seen this dude stringer, and I'm like, damn, dude, you got like I can't remember, it was like six or eight, just stud sauger, or not sauger, saugers. Like man, those bad boys look tasty. The uh the funny I seen on Facebook, this was like I don't know, a couple weeks ago, where it says, "What's your favorite fish to eat?" And it's got like A, B, and C and D. It's got crappie and bluegill and bass and walleye. In my opinion, I'm not joking. If you don't anything other than walleye is wrong. Like for real, walleye is so good. It's easily the best tasting freshwater fish in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of folks would agree with me. I don't even know how to explain it either, like why it's so good. It just is. But sauger and saga, they're in the same family, so they taste almost identical. You wouldn't even know, which is a good reason, well, one of the reasons why I wanted to go down there. And Jason, you weren't here for it yesterday. You weren't here for this yesterday. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but I bought a big ass A rig. Like literally, dude, this mofo is two sections. Like it's like two A rigs tied together. There's an A rig with four hooks or three hooks and some blades, and then it's got a wire, and then it's got a bunch of blades and four hooks. So it's like two big ass. It looks like a chandelier, but it's called the Harvester by what the hell? Who the fuck makes that now? Hog Farmer. Yeah, Hog Farmer. So did you like that saga? Happy with burgers? I'm sure you'll be back. Would you have to take a quick dump? Oh, I bet you it was, man. There's been a few that I've caught out of the tailwater when I'm like, man, I would so want to take you home, but I do not feel like fucking with you right now. Like, 'cause my wife don't eat fish, or it's not that she don't eat fish. She doesn't eat fish regularly like I do. My daughter, she's 4 and she don't eat fish, so I would just knock the sides off of it for me, which is fine. I just don't feel like fucking with it. So I either let it go or give it to somebody. Actually, I think all the saga I've caught, I've given one away. The rest of them I've turned back. Eating pizza. Sounds good. You got any saga on there? Wonder how that would taste. Walleye on a pizza. I mean, what could be better than putting on a pizza than fucking walleye? It's funny. I'm about to do that one day. Sunflower seeds. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, that's why I wanted to go. But it saves me a nice little drive out there, and plus, there's some big girls over in Beckley, man. I'm telling you. And this picture behind me is at Beckley. This is the picture. The bass is over here. This that one I caught in that the rogue baits punch bug. I was gonna, Jason. I'm sure you're familiar with what this is. This is that lake I'll tell you about. It's Angler Lake. This is the lake I'm going to tomorrow right here. This whole thing right here. And I'm telling you right now, there is some big ass fucking bass in that one right there. Some big ones, dude. I'm talking about biggest bass I've ever seen in the water. There's some big ones there. There's two of them. But yeah, I definitely want to go. I want to go to the falls. If I don't go next Sunday, I probably will go the next Sunday. But the chances of next Sunday are probably pretty good. But I want to get out there before, you know, it kind of the thing goes away. The thing meaning the sauger go away. Oh, Jason, I don't know if you've seen this. I made a jig while we were on here. The it's a it's got a little red in it. I don't know if you can. Yeah. But anyway, your boy didn't. The fisherman XLT or whatever his name is. He didn't know. He wanted to know where I learned how to make jigs from, and I said YouTube. So I was like, fuck it, let's just make a jig right here. I am gonna throw it tomorrow. I don't think it'll. Let me rephrase that. If it is a player, I will be a little bit surprised. I think I can't make myself believe that these fish are going to be active by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm gonna bet my bottom dollar that I'm gonna catch them on a jig head and a minnow, vertical jigging, like shaking a minnow, but vertically, like sitting there just shaking it and letting the wind just take me wherever it takes me. I'm gonna try to go up and down that dam right here, that dam right there, up and down that right there, because that's all rock. Like all that's all shot, like not shot rock, but it's riprap rock. And then right here, right about there, that rock is like real wide, and it comes out to it, and it goes out in the water into a point, and then it drops off. So I'm thinking that right in that area is going to be probably the better area because I've caught some fish dragging a jig up that stuff, and I know there's fish out there. I don't know how deep it is, but like I said, I'm gonna go up and down that. I'm gonna go up that dam, see if I can locate some fish, and then kind of circle back around this way, and then go back up and see if I can figure out how to catch them. Because the way it looks right now, the wind's going to be blowing back down this direction, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be blowing down this way. So I may paddle up this way, see if I can find them, and then turn around while I'm up here and just let the wind take me back down the dam. I think that's the only thing I can think of to do at this moment. But you never know. Something may happen, and like, oh, okay, they're not, they're doing this or they're doing that. Because there's a deep hole about right there where that emblem is, right there, out towards this way. There's a deep hole there. I can't remember. I want to say it's like 18 to 20 foot deep right there, and the rest of it's like 15. So they could be there. And this hole's actually pretty big. I mean, it's not like 50 yards long or anything, but it's probably, I don't know, 20, 30 yards wide, maybe, from what I can see from the map. But it's significantly deeper than the rest of it, so they are. It's something to definitely check out. That's for sure. And there's a couple coves over there. I'll probably check out if I don't get anything. But I honestly think the vertical jigging thing's probably gonna be to that one. The one I said there's some big fucking females in. I have not caught any of the big ones out of there, but I have caught two big ones out of here, and I had three of them. I was doing a glide bait 2 or 3 years ago. I was actually I threw it down the dam, and I was standing right here, and I threw it down the dam this way, and then I was bringing it back. But the glide bait was doing this number. Had three of them, dude. They were like this. One here in the middle, one on the side, one on the side. They were just following it, all three of them. They were all fours. And one of them was the biggest one. I think it's the one I caught, but I can't be certain. The biggest one out of that bunch that I caught. Oh, that one right here? I've caught two fish out of there. and it was this year during or no, this last year during the spawn. I caught one this not that long ago actually. It was just the end of last year on a jig. I was jigging it up and down in the grass. It had a Rogue Bait Company trailer on it, and then the one I caught in April, it was just a creature bait. I think it was a Max flapping hog or as a power hog from Berkeley. Yeah, it was a power hog from Berkeley. I think the color was South African Special, and it was during the spawn because they were on beds. Because I was heavily bed fishing at that time, especially over there because it's nothing to go down the bank and not see anything, and then all of a sudden you see this blob, and you're like, "What the fuck is that?" And all of a sudden you take a couple more steps, and it turns or it does something, and it's like, "Oh my gosh, that is a fucking bass!" And I've got to, and you're instantly like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta catch it," and you kind of just freeze, and you're just like watching it. So and then you have to figure out how to catch it. So that's why I like messing around in Beckley because there's some big girls over there, and especially during the spawn, and you get to get out on foot and really do some damage sometimes. But they're frustrating as shit, dude. They're smart. You can't. They're hard to catch. And there's another one of those ponds like way over this way, but it's only like 3 foot deep, and there's no bass in there. If there was anything in there, I would assume there'd be like snapping turtles or something. But I went over there. There's nothing over there. It's closer to Shelbyville Road. As soon as you turn right into Beckley Park, you'll see it on your right. But that's not. Just don't ever fuck with that one. It's no bueno. Like I said, it's not even 3 foot deep. It's probably just like a flood control pond or something. All right, dude. Have a good one, man. You've been to the Blackwater River? I don't know where that's at, dude. Where's Blackwater River? Hold on a second. I'm gonna throw this stuff away. I'll be right back. All right, where's Blackwater River? I would look it up, but I can't. I don't even know where y'all are from, so it's kind of okay. Well, that's understandable, but I still don't know where on a geographical map where Blackwater River is. That's what I'm saying. What state is it in would be helpful. I've never heard of it, so I'm just throwing that out there. I'm from right there, from Kentucky, so I don't. It's not here, so you got 49 more states to go. That'd be funny if it actually was here. It's like way west or way east or something. Pizza. So it's in the state of pizza. Okay. It's a new state I've never heard of. No, it's not in pizza. It's not in the great state of pizza. Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. Is that the cheese and the pepperoni? Yeah. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I sure hope so. I swear. You ever seen a 43-year-old man do some quotes from that show? I don't give a shit. That show's funny. So nobody knows what I'm talking about. Are you ready, kids? So Wisconsin. I can't hear you. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Absorbing and yellow in pores is he. Yeah, that was the quote I'm talking about is from SpongeBob, in case anybody was wondering. I need to get another beer. Looks like I'm the only one here. I mean, that's cool. I mean, even if you weren't, I'd still be doing this. I could go to TikTok, but I mean, I like TikTok and all, but you just get some of these weird motherfuckers in there who just ask all these, and don't get me wrong, I don't mind weird questions, off the wall stuff, but they get straight up like gay, like sexual. They want to know like all kinds of stuff. I'm like, I'm not fucking telling you that shit. No, no, there's some weird cats over there. Not and like I said, it's not that I don't like it. It's just I'm comparing it to YouTube Live versus TikTok because it's a totally different animal. It's not even close. It's a weird bunch over there. And it probably gets pushed out to more folks because I realized that TikTok is not necessarily fishing driven. Like, they see, excuse me, they see my lives about fishing. Well, they don't give a shit. They just try to come here to piss you off and just say goofy shit to make you mad. Like, it's like they try to go in there to try to control you, because if they piss you off about just words you're saying, then they have control over you, which gives them power and they enjoy that. So basically, they're just trolls at this point. I don't know. I just think it's funny. I like dealing. The reason I like it, the reason I even go over there and not just not mess with it is because I don't mind those folks coming in there because I think it's funny when they get all they say stuff and then I don't react to it and they get all huffy and puffy and they try to elevate their game and be like, you know what? I think you're a female, you fucking liberal, shit like that. They. I just think that's funny to me. And I'm like, do I look like I voted for Hillary Clinton or Kamala Harris or Joe Biden? I don't think I did. But that's obvious. I mean, that's exactly why they're saying it to piss me off, and they get that satisfaction of pissing me off. Exactly how many kittens do you have? About four, five. How many kittens you got, bruh? Well, I hate to do this to you, dude, but here in like 8 or 9 minutes, I'm about to get off here anyway. Because it's almost 12 o'clock. and that's unfortunate. But it is what it is, dude. Well, there's two of y'all in here now, so I mean, I don't have to get up like super early or anything. Uh, I wish I could, like, go to the lake like really, really early, but I cannot. I get 4 hours. Let's go in bongo. I get 4 hours to fish on Sundays, and that's all I get. Well, that sucks, dude. I mean, you can't let them outside when they're kittens, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go grab a beer. I'll be right back. Be the last one I drink of the day. Should probably put that back in there. That's kind of a cool name for a cat. I like that, Savannah. Yes. Just out of curiosity, how old are y'all? I told you my age. So I guess it's fair. Okay. Well, I greatly appreciate you subscribing to my channel. The I don't know if you know this or not, but I post every Sunday. This live thing has been a, new thing here as of late, like past, I don't know, 4 weeks or so. We're on Fridays and Saturdays. Sometimes I don't do it on Saturdays, but most of the time I do it, or 99 times out of 100, I do it on Fridays. But I mean, I'll do it Saturday too. I don't even care. But I go fish, like I said, I go fishing on Sundays for 4 hours, and whatever I catch is whatever I catch. If I cannot, it will be posted. If I cannot post it on Sunday, it'll be the giveaway is October 31st. But if I can't post it on Sundays, I'll post it on Mondays. Dude, go back in my videos and look for things that say giveaway and just watch those. They'll tell you all about it. It's the same one. Well, let me rephrase that. It's not the same one. A box of baits. But like I said, if you go and go to the Halloween. Go around October of last year and watch that one, the giveaway. It's got me and a fucking scream mask, ghost face mask. That one, watch that one, and it'll tell you that's how that's exactly how that's gonna happen this year. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. And that dude Jason Russ that was in here, he won last year. So he got a bunch of baits. I can't remember what I put in there. There was a bunch of baits, and I gave him some extra shit that I threw in there too. They were slowly creeping up on closing time here. But yeah, go to the October one and watch that one. It'll tell you exactly what's in it. This year's even bigger. Wait, wait. Well, homie, I appreciate you checking out, watching my live and stuff, and checking out my videos and whatnot, and subscribing. I greatly appreciate that, man. Pizza party. But I'm gonna have to hop off here, dude. It's like almost 12 o'clock, so uh, I'll definitely see you on the water, and y'all will definitely, hopefully, see me tomorrow uh, with a bunch of fish catches. So, thank you all. Later.